pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Davey Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Season will get underway.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up.
Oh, look out! He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, no!
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Off to a good start. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Red pass hits complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers.
Looking for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Spear flaming. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his big tight end. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running it to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Running into the open space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's just kind of the people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Pulls and fired complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The balls come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short now from their own 48. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They boot it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising at times. times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Lost to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Haley. And they get him down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention. Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Fights off a defender. And there are no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Haley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Is it up for the 1st down?
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Noles headed quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad mistakes.
He's taking the shot. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. starting this third quarter on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss.
There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Trying play action. He fires to the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This is a design run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. For the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. And a huge run from the them back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Lost a throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Got his man on the right. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's King. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6.
Going for it all. Tosses it incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And back to the air on second down. firing to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Runs through a tackle. Racing down the left side. The 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over UMass. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Got room to work. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Finds some room. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Finds the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now improvising. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Seminoles are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks and just shedding tackles. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 35 over UMass. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the big Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Here's a throw downfield late. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, no! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
On the play.
And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were... Tennessee.